Hey everybody, Tommy here, World at War Comics, and I'm back again with another amazing interview. This time it is with Paul Thayer. Paul has been on the program about 8 times, a good friend of mine, and also the creator and writer for Project Naosis, probably one of the fastest selling independent comic books in the market as of today. With 11 titles, he has his latest title. It is called Voltage and Imperium. They are one shots of two very popular characters that you could find in issues 4 through 7. Without further ado, here is Paul and I talking about his current Kickstarter. Get over there and back it. I promise you're going to love it. The art, the writing, everything about it. Thanks, everyone. Hello, everybody. Welcome to World at War Comics. Today, my special guest back again. I think you've been on more times than anybody else. You still hold the record. We got to keep this thing going, Paul. But Mr. Paul Thayer here to talk about Naosis and his newest one shot, which I cannot wait to talk about, brother.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I like having the record. It's consistency, and I happen to have another campaign and we were sitting on this one shot for a while and couldn't release it for the 10th campaign because the 10th campaign, of course, had to be Project Naosis. So the 11th, we dropped this new one shot. This is our second one shot we're ever doing.
Yeah.
Uh a 28-page book, and it's fun. I'm happy to do like a different type of style, different type of like story, just
Yeah.
showing my range. And all the people that already bought or like have bought 2 or 3 books already from me. So it's just adding to the arsenal of people that already enjoy everything that we got. And if you're new, you can join in and
Yeah.
dive into everything because it's what we're doing. We're just trying to let those people know we're here.
So I have on Instagram, you could create like your own personal channel, and I just call it Comic Talk with Tommy or something like that. I can't remember what I call it. And I just update people when I'm doing interviews. And when I said, "Hey, I got another one with Paul," and I said he is the hardest working man in indie comics by far, bro. You are so consistent in putting out really good, high quality stuff, bro. And this looks like another banger as usual, my friend. So I can't wait to dig into it. Dude, you're doing pretty darn good, man. What are you, a day and a half? What did you start at 30 days or 25?
I did Friday. So Friday, it's going to be a week tomorrow. You're
Sweet.
actually my second podcast I did. I did one for launch and I'm doing
Nice.
this. I'm just doing it based off just like Instagram and Twitter and just seeing if people are interested. Of course, Project Naosis, I get 2 grand in 24 hours with that one because everyone's like really involved. But this is just something to add. If you want another book, it's going to ship in September. We'll have this for New York Comic Con. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And we have more things coming. We got more things coming, and we should start production on episode 7 once we finish this campaign. So
Sweet, man. Well, if you're not reading Project Naosis, man, complete balls to the wall, action, art is insane, man. In fact, Paul's constantly trying to hold on to his artists because he does get some of the best artists out there. But yeah, it's pretty dope, man. And then this one shot, which it looks freaking awesome. Voltage in Imperium. Let's go ahead and pop it up just so people could kind of see the artwork, and we'll go from there. And you could kind of walk us through this because it is. Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. I got my big screen in front of my little screen here. Here we go. Boom.
boom, that's me. Yeah, 1,100 bucks. 1,500 is the goal. Nice and easy for everybody. Because
Yeah.
our last one shot that we did last year was Crimson Pain. We did the villain.
Yes. Yeah.
It got like 2376, I think. So if that beats that, this is a win.
Yeah.
But like we have a lot of backers already. 57 backers is a decent
Huge.
amount. To start off. And I think out of the 57, 54 have bought 2 or more books. So
Nice.
it's good to, and it's also I want other people to see, like, oh, Voltage Imperium, let's check that out, and hopefully they buy the whole catalog or start with this one and branch off to the others. Because Voltage and Imperium debut in Volume Two. Volume
Mhm.
Two starts in Project Naosis Episode 4, which is new reader friendly, and these are two superheroes that are more street level, but at the same time, like they're innocent. Like they're not like Project Naosis. Project Naosis is a kill squad that hunts down Crimson Pain and his supervillains and brutally murders them to eliminate them off Earth.
And when
And
you
these
say
guys,
brutally, bro, it's brutal. Just so everyone knows. It's pretty awesome.
and these guys come in during one of their missions, and it's like a cross. Voltage takes on Hybrid. There's some fights that go on, but they're not ready for like what this world is, and it's good to show you like that different perspective. It's a young teenager. We have Imperium, but like they just get dropped right in. Like they get like smack daddly do right into the middle of the shit. So like this is gonna be the origin of both these characters just in a full 28 pages. You get a full beginning, middle, and end, and it just gives you more information on these two characters that debut in volume two.
Yeah, I love the origin stories, and I'm glad you're doing another one. I think eventually it'd be cool to have one for a lot of the characters that are in Project Naosis. I don't know if that's the idea, but it is kind of cool to have kind of that background. It doesn't bog down the current story that you're already telling by trying to do that in the middle of a story that you're reading, like a Project Naosis. So it allows us to kind of escape a little bit of all the craziness that's currently going on within your title and allows us to see how these characters became who they are. And I love that, man. I think it's so awesome that you're doing this, man. Crimson Pain was like next level incredible, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. And it's crazy that one like sells like really well at conventions too. Like it's probably like the first book that would sell out like what I bring, like because it's just like, hey, this is a one shot. So I think it would be the same vibe for this.
Yeah.
And it's just different perspective. And Voltage is electrical powers, Imperium's more like that heavy brute. And you're gonna know why they tick because in Project Naosis episode 4, spoiler, kind of, not even, but like Voltage is, he beats up the Pain Patriots, who's Crimson Pain's evil militia, and he doesn't kill them. He's like handcuffing them. He's like, all right, the authorities are gonna come get you. And there was one that was about to kill him, and Hybrid kills the Pain Patriot, and instantly Voltage turns around to fight him. He's like, you can't kill people. Like even though he was about to kill me, you can't kill people. So like these are characters that are going to be playing a big role into volume 3 and volume 4. And they're still in, and they're in Project Naosis 4, 5, and 6. So like they do have some appearances in there, and this just like makes everything cooler. And it's more information. Do you need it? No, but if you just want to read the story, but if you want it, yes. Like, and people do dig the one shots, and we do plan on doing more. The next thing would be after we do Project Naosis episode 7 is finishing Omega 2090, which is
Yeah.
Hellsate Thorn and Omega's origin. So the next one that we're really, I would like to do, like Samuel's begging me to do hybrid nonstop. So that's he's our healer, and
Yeah.
he has some trauma, so everyone likes the trauma, and we try to like go into that. But this is 20 pages, full color, artist Joe. I met him at Terrificon, I think 2 years back, and I love the way he was like doing sketches and stuff, and he was drawing like a lot of Batman animated series stuff, and I was like, that's Batman animated series, that's my vibe, So like, I saw it, I was like, have you ever done a book? He said no. I'm like, all right, let's try something, Like, so I paid him. He did lines, inks, and colors, and this is his first book, and I want him to have a nice like welcoming in to the indie scene because he's super cool. Like this artwork that we actually did for the cover was the first piece of art he ever did for me. That was like the artwork. If you scroll down,
Yeah.
um, that like that this was what made me do the book with him. I was like, draw these two characters on a cover, and then after he did, I'm like, okay, cool, let's do a book. Like
You got it. You could do this.
yeah, yeah, he could do it. He could do
You
it.
could do it. You could do it. Yeah.
Like the first half of the book, you really find out who Imperium is. You have Imperium at a young teenager to an adult, and then the story follows Clay Hughes, a retired veteran who was given a second chance at life with the deed to a foster home. The first child dropped at his door is not an ordinary child, but an enhanced. Bum. A baby left for dead with electrical powers, a tall test for anyone, but these two formed a bond that will last forever. We follow them through their life, leading them into our main ongoing series, Project Naosis, a 28-page origin story.
Nice.
So it's definitely there's some violence in there, but it's definitely going to be dialogue rich. It's definitely origin building. Like it just has its beginning, middle, and end, and it does. This does add to the overall plot though. Like there's definitely reasons like, why was he dropped off at the door? Maybe that comes back into play later on. There's tons of things that I like connecting everything in the right way. So like it's good to have this. And I think the art's cool. I think I like what we're doing. We did an exclusive too for the day one backers that we did. I gave away 20 of our exclusive cover, which is a 1 in 50. So anyone that backed physical, I'm going to choose 20 out of the people that backed physical because we did a crazy poll on Twitter. If you scroll down to that second, yeah. So that cover right there, we did one logo on the top and one logo on the bottom. And everyone was like giving me back and forth. I got like 12,000 views. We had like 200 comments, and everyone from like that in comics to not in comics were commenting. I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Originally it was gonna be 2 covers. Now I'm doing 3. This one's an exclusive. I'll give 20 away. and just having some fun with it. I'm testing some waters with this too, to see if what exclusives we'll do on the next one as well.
Nice.
But yeah, giving 20 away to my homies who backed day one, and then just building off that. But I like it on the bottom too, so it's like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the bottom one is great, man. I've gotten feedback from retailers they hate it on the bottom because once it goes into the back issues and people are scrolling, they can't tell what what brand it is or what the title is. But yours is not going in back issues, so you don't have to worry about that, bro.
yeah, I was gonna say it's everything's direct to consumer.
Yep.
If you're new, it's projectnalysis.com. We ship everything right to your door. Otherwise, catch up tiers on the Voltage and Imperium.
Yeah.
And yeah, we do everything direct to consumer. And I'm just trying to build up. This is our 11th Kickstarter, our 11th book. We plan on at least doing two more this year. And the better we do, the more books we'll make.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting on this book for like about a year, so it's good that we have it now. So it's just been in my folder. I just look at it all the time.
I
Okay,
love it,
cool.
man. Well, let's look at
It's
the
good.
covers that are available right now. So obviously we have cover A right here, and this
Yeah,
is your
cover A.
cover.
So all my cover A's are always the guys who do the interiors, and this happened to be a one-man show right here. So we did the interiors, colors, lines, inks. Because usually I have Prasad color everything, and he did do the variant. Prasad's my homie. He does covers for DC now. He's my bud, and so, but it's good. We're building more people. Cover B is done by Samuel Marquise, who does Project Naosis 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Omega 2090. And he killed it with this. I was like, yeah, he rides a board in this. He's like, yeah, we're doing it on the cover. I'm like, sick, let's go.
It's dope,
You
man. I
know,
love this cover. I think this is the
well,
one I got right here. I love this cover.
yeah, it's sick. It's gonna rip in
Yeah.
the convention floor. This one, it's definitely will print a decent amount of these. And then the 150 exclusive is still there. It's just 25 bucks. So the single issues are always 10,
Mhm.
digital's always 5. So if you want to just try something out, digital's 5, but 10 bucks for the regular two covers, and then 25 you can get the exclusive, which will only be 50 copies. I don't reprint this shit. I honestly like, even on I think it was Project Analysis episode 5. Like
Mhm.
sometimes I just throw in special exclusives. Like we did for Project Analysis episode 5, we had a VCAN Marion cover,
Yeah.
and I said that episode 5 was going to be on it, but I sent them all out without it. So there was only 75 of those printed, and I kept two of them.
Yeah.
And now the rest have the episode 5 on it. So I like doing cool shit, but it's like it's good to announce, because originally I was just gonna print them and just send them to people, and they would be like, "Oh, this is fucking cool." So like I was like, "No, no, let's make it into a little event type shit." So yeah,
Yeah.
boom.
Boom. Looks great, man. Looks great. Here's some of the interiors, which is awesome, man.
Yeah, I thought of like a cool idea. It was like he would have like, because it's 2095, he has a little board and he can like flick it out like a Rubik's Cube, and it just expands into a skateboard, and then he just rides it down after school. And it's different, you see him in school, you see him in school day, you see the other guy on how he was in like a center, for juvenile youth, and then he goes into military. Like it's a very different story that I'm trying to conquer,
Yeah.
because realistically, like, Project Naosis was originally 6 issues, and I didn't know what I was doing for writing. So part of the story was supposed to be in the second book, but it was just too many characters. So now they got their own fucking book. So
I love it, man. I love it. Very
yeah,
cool.
so him getting ready, you see Imperium working on his arm. They're just gonna be chit chatting, and then they go on their adventure. I show part of the things that they're doing. So one of there's two quests. Well, there's two quests in this. One of them, they're going to fight the Cross Crusaders, who I tease throughout Project Naosis, but they're in episode 2. They're in Pain Patriot armor. But if you scroll down, you'll see the Cross Crusaders. They look cool, and they have this new advanced tech, right? And the new advanced tech, if you follow Project Naosis, is from Crimson Pain. Crimson Pain is trying to give like low militias these weapons to just start causing anarchy while he's doing his shit, so he can conquer more and plan for what we saw in Project Naosis episode 5.
Yeah, he's killed
And didn't work out too well for people,
No, it did not.
so
A lot of people actually.
yeah,
It
yeah.
got quite a few people. That's an understatement.
In episode 6 we find out, some of our heroes, if they live and die, so that one ships out in July. But
Yeah,
yeah, this one's sick. I like the Cross Crusaders. They were originally like such a big part in the original script, and then it just changed. Because everything evolves, and I'm not married to anything, in a sense of like, like if it works for the story, I change it. Like if it's better for the story, I change it, because it's clearly working, you know?
Yeah.
So like it's just like I'm not married to it. Even episode 7 I rewrote like just last week, like again, like just the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
I just think it needs to be better, you know, because it's the end of volume 2 and then we're doing other things. So I just want to make sure when you get your second trade paperback, it's a
Exactly.
fucking banger.
Yeah. Nah, you have an amazing world that's been created, bro.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
$5 digital, ships right to your email, $10 physical, cover B, $10 physical. That's that awesome cover. You can get both covers for 20, nice and easy. 150 exclusive, 25. I think I only put 26 in the store, you
Mhm.
know, because I gotta sell them at conventions too.
Sure.
I gotta let some of my homies get them.
Yeah.
Um, if you want to get all Voltage and Imperium, so if you scroll down, right there, boom. Oh, I just noticed that. Oh, yeah, yeah. So all Voltage and Imperium, four physical books, $40. So you get what's new in Volume 2. So Volume 2
Mhm.
is new reader friendly. You get episode 4, 5, and 6, and Voltage and Imperium. So you get their whole run because they're not in 7. So like you get their whole run of like what is going on with them because Project Naosis, shit hits the fan in 5. So we're gonna see them after that, and things are
Yeah.
gonna change in their perspective, kind of, you know. So it's like good to see who they were before because they're very innocent in a sense. Like the whole point is like they're gonna be a hero no matter what, and I'm gonna try to keep, that's gonna be their motive going into the world of Project Analysis, but you can only be. We saw what happened to the guys that wanted to be good guys,
Yeah.
So like they
Exactly.
just get fucking killed. So we'll
They don't
see.
they don't do well in your world for some reason.
Yeah. Whole catalog for digital, 11 books. You get all those books you see here for $45, 292 pages of content. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for something new, you're tired of the same old shit over and over and over and over and over again, this is something you can dive into. You get all the things sent to you digitally. And if you love it, then you get the physicals after and I ship it right to your door. And big baller, you got $110 on you, or I think it's 125 with the shipping. You can get 8 physical books and 1 trade paperback if you scroll down a little more. And you would get the 2 voltage covers. You would get Project Naosis Volume 1, which collects 0, 1, 2, and 3. You get 4, 5, and 6. You'd get our other one shot Crimson Pain, and you get Omega 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Banger, So super excited. I'm really happy to put this book out. And I'm just excited to keep going. Like last time I was on, we talked about 6. Now we're here
Yep.
with this. And then, it's just like we're just gonna keep fucking going until it never ends, actually. So
I love it, man. So you got some add-ons as well. Here's the PDF you were just talking about for 0 through 6.
yeah, if you just want to add those, you can add it on. If you want to get the trade paperback, it's $30. Our trade paperbacks retail for $50 on Walmart. You get it for $30 on the Kickstarter. So that's a good deal. Any other physical books, always $10. So you can get episode 4 with that Voltage Imperium cover. If you just want to add that one, you can get episode 5 of cover B, which is the V Ken Marion cover, which is sick.
He's
I
got a new
saw.
title out too, I think.
What'd you say?
He has a new title out too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually got that first volume of Death Trap.
Oh,
Right?
did
Is
he?
that yeah, yeah. So and I know this one's gonna be a banger big one, but that was like how I found who he was.
He's
So
amazing.
like
He's
that's
doing
who I
Green
knew who he
Lantern
was.
right now with Jeremy Adams too. So that guy's awesome, man. I love V.
Yeah, he's super awesome. He's super cool. And I met him at Garden State Comic Fest last year. And then
Hmm.
I saw it at the booth. I was like going through his books and I was like, Death Shroud. I was like, I wanted to buy this, but Canada shipping is crazy. So I got it there. And a week later, I was like, you're doing a cover for me. Like it's just happening. And he really loved the book too. So
Yeah,
he's a big fan too. So I'm like, I'm glad every person that gets involved is involved and happy about being involved. So
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah,
Omega 2090, prequel series, all 28 page books. Everything I try to fill as much detail as possible. So if you're not too sure what it is, it's there. You can feel free to message me too. I'll gladly tell you. We still have one amazing trading card. So if we hit some stretch goals, I'll gladly put in more trading cards. So this one, 6K, we'll do a voltage trading card. We'll probably do that artwork for cover B on it. Um, 8K we'll do Imperium, and then 10K Crimson Pain. We had 150 backers. Everyone's going to get a free Project Naosis episode 0 digital. 200 backers, exclusive digital look at the new villains from Project Naosis episode 7. So
nice.
episode 7 is the end of volume 2, but shit's really going to turn into a whole new book after 7 in a good way.
Yeah.
And we debut a lot of villains in seven. So I was gonna once we hit that 200 backers, I'll gladly show off this guy we've been working on who's the main villain of seven,
Nice.
and he looks fucking cool. So
I love it, Paul, man. And you
community,
are,
I
bro.
showcase
You're
all pictures.
the Comic-Con king, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I just locked in C2E2 for next year.
Nice.
Just talked to my guys at Repop. Shout out. I love you. You guys hooked me up at New York Comic Con C2E2. The head guy, I've been asking for this table and they're giving me the spot I want next year, and I'm extremely grateful. I'll be at San Diego Comic Con this year, booth M07. They gave me a corner table in small press, so come see your boy M07. And of
Nice.
course, New York Comic Con Visual Vibration booth. We're gonna have a great time. But yeah, on the grind, constantly doing a lot of conventions. I look bald there, but I got my hair back, so
You
we're
let it go,
growing.
man. You let it go.
Yeah, yeah, it just wasn't going in right, so I just zeroed it, and
Yeah.
then I started putting this oil in, and it came back. Thank God, dude. So, but that's bald Paul over there.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
go to
I love
Turkey yet, but I will. Don't worry. And just depends when. But yeah, all with mainstream guys. I see everyone. I'm trying to get advice. I try to soak up as much information as possible, and then just try to amplify it because indie comics, it's Kickstarter. It's your own website. Build your own thing. Time and time again, you see people. You got to hook up yourself.
it.
Hook up yourself first. Figure out everything else later. So. But this is really a big community. We have a lot of people that are enjoying these books, and they're either coming at conventions to just pick up the books, they're picking them up online. Some people love our Kickstarters, but Kickstarter is my main base. It's the only crowdfunding I'm using for this.
Yeah.
For Voltage and Imperium, it's the only crowdfunding we did for episode 6. I'm sticking to one. It's just like then come to my website after. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't need to show people I made whatever I make. It's just like more the merrier. But our big one is the Kickstarter. So realistically, if we hit 2,500, it's a big win
Yeah.
because our last one shot did 2,376.
Mhm.
And that one is like the intense fucking Crimson Pain, and this one is the exact opposite of that. So it's like good to get the better halves.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. Well, this looks phenomenal, man. I already got my backing in there. I have everything you've done, so I can vouch, bro. It's high quality comic book writing and art. It's so cool, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying. I'm swinging. Marvel DC. Look at your boy. I'm ready to work. And then just putting out bangers.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna keep going. Like I'll be at San Diego Comic Con, New York. I'll be at Terrificon. Oh wait, this month I'm at Heroes Con. We got Heroes Con this month. I'll be
That's Florida,
there.
right? Is that Florida?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, that team's absolutely awesome. They go to all the conventions, and I've been seeing them. And I was like, hey, like we just hit it off, and I'm gonna be going. And then I have Garden State Comic Fest again at the end of the June as well, which it's always been a great convention. It's close by. I get to drive there and back. Nothing beats that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you pretty much drive everywhere, right?
yeah, yeah. Chicago, 14 hours on the
Yeah,
grind
nice. That's fun.
and 12 hours back, and I did it straight because I'm a psychopath. And
Yeah.
then Charlotte's only 8 hours. That's light. That's like two podcasts.
Yeah. Joe Rogan is two podcasts for sure, bro.
Yeah, Joe
Like
Rogan, two
3.5,
podcasts.
4 hours.
And then we'll be good. I'll listen to some Gary V too. It's
Yeah.
my boy. Um, and yeah, trying to make it big. And then we got more coming. So, join us, at least get issue of Voltage and Imperium. If you're a big baller, get everything. You're gonna get your books on time. I always ship in 3 months, but I said this one's gonna be September. So 4 months, not even. It's actually still 3 months after it ends. So I stick to the 3 months, and we're lettering our last one that we just funded. I think I was on a month ago. We're
Yeah.
lettering that one right this week, and then we're printing. So like I'm pumping these things out, and I'm really trying to build something great. Like as you can see, like a lot of Kickstarters, you'll see one book a year, 2 books a year, one book you might order, and it comes in 7 years. But mine will come in three
Yeah.
months. It's
You're very
all me.
consistent,
I
bro.
have amazing artists and amazing letterers and amazing people that work with me. But I package these things, I promote these things, I write them, I edit them, I hire the teams. I am all in on this. I love comic books, and come join us.
Come join, man. Project Naosis, Voltage, and Imperium. All good stuff, bro. All good stuff, man. Love it. Love it,
Now,
Paul.
what'd you say?
I love it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it, man.
So yeah, check us out. And then I wanted to shoot some stuff. Are you excited for Deadpool Batman?
Yeah, I'm in, bro. I've been like, I already called my comic shop. I'm like, dude, let me see what covers are coming out. I want to see everything, bro. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
Is it and is Greg Capullo is doing one of the books, right?
He's doing one of them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's
They've been
I'm
really
buying
cryptic, to be quite honest, about a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, it looks pretty dope, man. It's gonna
and
be a lot of fun.
supposedly it's the first one shot of many coming out.
Yeah, no, that I mean, this whole thing about bringing the two universes together is a big deal, and I think over the next year we're gonna see a bunch of titles where the two are coming together.
Well, everyone's doing Godzilla.
Yeah,
So Godzilla's in everything. Which is okay. And then but I
it's not
like
my thing, but I'll tell you what, I
yeah.
was talking to my comic shop, and he goes, "If I have anything Godzilla, whoever, it sells like crazy." So it's not my personal thing, but hey, if
Mhm.
you're helping comic shop,
I bought the Spider-Man one and I bought the Justice League one.
yeah,
But like I'm into this type of crossover. Like I love a Spawn and Batman. So like seeing a Batman Deadpool is not something I would think they would ever do. So I hope it's done right
I
in a
hope so.
sense of like I need Batman and them beating the shit out of each other for at least 4 pages. And then I was thinking of villains and clearly it's gonna be Joker, but
Yeah, it has to be Joker.
and then maybe Ra's al Ghul or something. Because you got to think swords on swords, though. You know?
Yeah, you do, but I almost feel like you don't even need another villain. Like, are they teaming up or are they fighting one another?
Yeah, because there's no real villain for Deadpool. Deadpool
No.
is the villain.
I
He
mean,
is a
if he
villain.
loses, he just grows back and he's ready to go again, man. So it's not like you could do anything to him that's gonna affect
And
him
it's
long.
not Deadpool versus Batman. So clearly it's
Exactly.
going to be fighting in the beginning, team up,
Exactly. Yeah.
win, catchphrase at the end,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
I hope
next. And
it's
I like
Raj.
how they're
I think
doing the
Raj would be
switch.
dope. I think Raj would be the best.
Yeah, yeah. It needs to be different, but I know they're going to go Joker, and I'm okay with it. But
Yeah.
and then I would say the next one's Superman. So Superman maybe in Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
Superman and Captain America would be really cool. You need something. Well, Captain America and Superman are the same type of lightness, so maybe they could do that. They just
Yeah.
beat up some like Nazis or something, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It got me excited that book because there's not too like I feel like Ghost Machine gets me hyped.
Yep.
Absolute Batman and Flash get me hyped, and Spawn gets me hyped.
Yeah.
Oh, and
And the
the
Curse of
Curse of
Shirley
Shirley
Johnson.
Johnson too. If you
Oh,
never was really good.
that was really good, man. Like out of all the Spawn universe stuff that has come out, I mean, I'm liking Sam and Twitch, but I kind of like those like police noir type stories anyways. But dude, that is up there on the top of all my favorites outside of the normal. And then the Deadly Tales of Gunslinger has been cool from Jimmy Palmiotti, man.
Yeah, I have all 6 issues. It's 2.99. You can't beat that book.
Can't beat it, man.
And
I think he has like four titles that he's keeping at 2.99. Spawn obviously has gone up, but yeah, it'd be awesome if you could keep it at that. That'd be insane.
Spawn's a banger. They just revealed God. And
Yes.
then so Spawn's number one for me. I really liked King Spawn. I still get a lot of King Spawn. I like Gunslinger, but Shirley Johnson might is there it's four for me now until I see the next issue because I could pick up a Gunslinger issue and
Hmm.
I like it. So like we'll see how we are in issue 5 because I know that one's bi-monthly, so every 2 months we'll get a new book. But it was definitely worth the wait. I think the art's fantastic. But then excluding that, I'm not seeing too many things that I'm like really jumping out of my seat for. So I think that that's good that they're doing a big mega crossover because these stores do need it.
Yeah.
Like I want to walk in there and buy a lot of stuff, but the only thing I really buy is honestly Image Comics, and then I do get a couple of Batmans, and I trickle into the Ultimate stuff just because I like something where I'm not too far away from the lore of everything that's going on. Like I like even like I think I haven't picked up Ultimate Spider-Man since like issue 7, but then I just picked up 16. So it's just like, I'm just gonna try it and just keep going. But like the art looks great, a lot of great artists out there. I do got to pick up V Ken's book too, the Green Lantern book with Jeremy Adams. I do need to get that. He was posting those covers that look insanity.
He's doing more for them too, from what I read. So he's not done with them yet. So I don't think it's going to just be a couple things. I think he's going to do quite a bit. I think it's going to be more Green Lantern Corps that he's going to be doing because Harmonica is killing it. I think on art and the regular Green Lantern. So Green Lantern's my jam. I think Jeremy Adams. I think right now, outside of like Joshua Williamson, those two are probably the best writers at DC in my taste. They're killing it right now. Everything Jeremy Adams touches, I love, man. So that's been really good. But yeah, I think the absolute Batman, I've really enjoyed the Flash. Those are probably my two
I thought
favorite.
Flash was like insane. Like it honestly might snipe Batman from me, like in a good
Yeah,
way. Like
so
because
good,
I
man.
loved issue two. I thought issue two was so put together so well. Like that's
Agree.
what I'm saying. Like I love picking up a book and going like, oh, I would have never thought of that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like that's what I need. That's why I like the new Mister Freeze. I think that shit's cool.
yeah,
Like you need your like if you're going multiverse,
yeah,
make it cool. Don't just give them boobs and tell me it's a different character.
yeah,
Skinny
yeah.
Mr. Freeze and he touches you and you like that's cool. I
That's
fuck with that.
dope. Yeah.
You
I
know,
love Mr. Freeze, man.
and then like Flash being like split dimensional, but he's like the other dimension's like annihilated. Like, but it's like so it's like I like it. I like it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've really enjoyed Absolute. It's been not all of them are the same, obviously, but I've enjoyed that these worlds have been created and it's helping comics. And it's actually I'm more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy, and it's helped DC a lot. I mean, there was one week where I think they had seven of the top 10 in sales, which hasn't happened in years, man. Like Marvel
But
dominates, and DC right now is on fire. Marvel is struggling a little bit, man. Outside, to be honest, the only thing I buy from Marvel is Incredible Hulk, and that's my favorite title from Marvel right now.
and I think a big thing is it too is because like yes, a lot of these people go to conventions, bro. Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, and I
Yeah,
know Greg Capullo is Marvel now, but a lot of these guys, the DC guys, they're at all the conventions.
are
You know, they're there. You know,
they're
they're
available,
there.
man. You can meet them.
You
They're
know,
amazing. Yeah.
and I just saw Jimmy too. I saw you had him on again. He's coming. He's trying to come for that record, and
We're gonna
he's
have him on, I think, every two issues or every three issues just to go
that's
over.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
so
He's such a
talented.
good
He's so
dude, man.
talented.
He's so cool, man. He's like the most down to earth. Just I don't know. I love Jimmy, man. He cracks me up, dude. He gets all crazy on X with politics and stuff like that. He just doesn't care about nothing, man. I love him, and he's cool. Like
It
if you
comes with the
have like a opposite view of him, he's not gonna like go after you because you don't think like him, man. But he's gonna tell you how he thinks, and I appreciate that, man. I think people could think what they want to think and not have to kill each other at the end of the day. And he kind of still is old school like that. It's like when you have two different viewpoints with neighbors, and you can still have like a normal conversation and a beer and not think one another is Hitler or something. Like, dude, chill, bro. I mean, we all have our politics. It's all good, bro. We're all human, man.
yeah. He's it's definitely it's wisdom with age. So
100%.
like you can see like the guys, and that's why I do follow him on Twitter because it's good to see everyone, and
Yeah,
it's true. It's like you say things. I see him talking back and forth with people. Nothing
yeah,
seems whack. We see in other areas where people really attack each other
yeah.
and
Like,
nameless and
exactly. It's too much,
but like
bro.
it's at the end of the day, we're all making comic books, and then if you're
Yeah.
making great content, it works. He's doing Deadly Tales. I know he does his own independent stuff. It's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, Paper
And
Films is his publishing name, but dude, he puts out some qualities. Pop Kills is dope, man. So the
mhm.
company's
I
going
heard that was doing really good too in shops, which is awesome.
is tearing
And
it up,
I
man.
want
Mad Cave's on
everyone's
fire.
shit to sell out, long as it's good.
Yeah. Mad Cave's on fire right now. Like everything Mad Cave is putting out has been a banger, man. I'm picking up a lot of Mad Cave. But Mark London I've had on a couple times. Nicest guy you'll ever meet, man. Just such a ultimate professional, but he's aggressive, man. He is aggressive. And now he's got Nakama Press, which is all the manga. So he's been working in Japan, finding a bunch of amazing titles that aren't in the US yet, and he's putting it under his Nakama Press publishing name. So, dude, he's tearing it up, man. That's another one that you should be looking out for, man.
Yeah, I get my daughter they had the Turning Red and the Encanto books from Mad
Oh
Cave,
yeah,
and that's the Pixar movie. So like anything that I can get extra of the movie she watches, that was
exactly.
like my first things I got. And then I got the Dick Tracy stuff. I love the Dick Tracy movie as a kid. That was like one of my favorite movies. So I just remember watching it all the time because it's actually watching it back, it is actually extremely violent to be watching as a 6-year-old,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
at the same time, like
It
it's
was
the
kind of
point of like,
scary when you were a kid watching that. Like, damn.
yeah, yeah. I remember because it pops, the color pops, the yellow jacket, the characters. It's like Batman in the 60s, you know? So
That's
it's like,
Alex Segura, I think, writing that one. And when it comes to like police noir stuff, he has, I can't remember his novel. He has a novel that he puts out, and it's police noir, following some officers in Florida. And it's pretty good, man. But I'm enjoying Dick Tracy a lot. Kosher Mafia, if you haven't read that, it was a 5-part series. I don't know if there'll be a second season to that, but that's been dope too from Mad Cave. And that's David who wrote Nottingham, which is it's freaking insane. And then Shane Connery Volk, who was the artist on Nottingham, has his own title, Prairie Gods. Dude, that is a trip, man. It's Twilight Zone plus times two, man. It's crazy good. And he's such a good artist, man. He has that like scratchy style, man. I freaking love his art, man. Love his art. That's someone who you should talk to do a cover or something, man. He has just
yeah,
an
yeah, you gotta send me the thing. I'm so bad. I'm so bad with names. And like the main thing for me was like I was just want to try to find, and that's why VCAN worked well. It's like I want people at conventions that I see like are good artists, like just because like it's the double whammy. It's like, hey, go make them sign it.
yeah,
Or
yeah. No,
when I see VCAN in Heroes Con, I told him I'm bringing 100 books for him just to sign for me. like, like
That's hilarious,
I
dude.
need them in my he still has that original art piece, so you guys can buy that from him. And then of that artwork, he doesn't want to give it to me.
No, man. No, I know, bro. Let's check out this. This is one of Shane's covers, bro, that he did
Yeah,
for Nottingham, dude. I freaking love this guy. Give me a second, real quick. So beautiful, man.
yeah. I was a big Green Lantern. I think I got the first like 30 issues in the New 52.
Look at that cover, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's so awesome, man. Yeah, David Hazan you should be looking out for, man. Not only Nottingham, they have 5 seasons of that, and now they're taking some of those characters, kind of like what you did, and they're breaking off and developing some of the characters that come from Nottingham. Then he has Kosher Mafia, all bangers, man. And so how he's not writing something for DC or Marvel is mind blowing to me because he is a really good writer. And then Shane is just boom, just freaking phenomenal, man. Absolutely love his art, man. Prairie Gods has been just like next level dope, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think top tier art is on Geiger. I think Geiger's doing really good.
I think Geiger is freaking phenomenal, but Rook Exodus, Jason
Yeah,
Faith,
yeah. You told me last time too. I still didn't get the trade yet because I didn't buy any single issues of that.
it's the best
But
art I think in all of comics, just
but
because of
he did joke three Jokers though. That artist. Yeah, he did the three
he's
Jokers. Yeah,
insane,
yeah,
insane artist. He's definitely at the top of. I mean, you have like a Dan Mora from DC. I think he's one of the top artists. Jorge Jimenez. You got to throw him right up there with him. He's that good, man.
yeah.
Phenomenal.
The only thing that's next after this, and we're so close. You know, I listen to Rob Liefeld's podcast. It's like
Yeah,
we're getting Star Wars Marvel soon.
I think so. Yeah,
I need it though.
yeah, yeah.
I do need it. And they should start it from like a one. I don't want the black hole. It should just be its own like just use superheroes and use Star Wars and just mix it together in its own special universe and just call
That'd
it
be
some
crazy.
Marvel fucking Wars or some shit, you know? Like, and that's what I want. But I
Yeah.
know how it's gonna be. It's Mr. Fantastic, like in Marvel Zombies. He'll be typing on the fucking thing, and Darth Vader comes out and just starts fucking everybody up. You can post stamp that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Somehow Darth Vader has returned.
yeah, exactly. Are you stoked for Superman or Fantastic Four movie?
So Fantastic Four is going to be San Diego time, so hell's yes. When I'm there, it's going to be the whole city is going to probably be. They did a giant drone show for Deadpool Wolverine
Yeah,
last year, so I'm assuming Fantastic Four will be the one this year. So I like that they're releasing with that.
yeah,
I love Pedro Pascal, so
yeah.
that's my dude. So I'm gonna definitely see it, and then I'm definitely gonna see um Superman for sure. Like I don't there's because I was really disappointed with Captain America. You know, I bought it and now it's on Disney Plus 2 weeks later, then they hate me. And then but because I just thought like they just weren't using the characters effectively. And I think Fantastic Four is gonna work because it's its own thing, kind of, you know, and I feel like they just need to start doing one shots again, but clearly that's not gonna happen with the Spider-Man and then the Doctor Doom thing. But like I just want that's what they need to do. Otherwise, it's going to be the same trajectory in my opinion. Like the reason why Sinners hits is because it's one, it has a
Yeah.
beginning, it has a middle, it has an end. Yes, there's two cliffhanger Easter eggs, like, but it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like it's like I want something that's done. You
Yeah.
know, I don't need to see seven fucking movies. My wife doesn't even want to go with me. You know what I mean? She's just like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
10 minutes into Captain America in my living room, she's like, "I'm not watching this." I'm like, "Oh, you know." So
Oh,
like,
that hurts. It hurts so.
yeah, yeah, and
Well, they went through so many reshoots, and I know people are saying, look, every movie goes through reshoots. Dude, Captain America went through an exhaustible amount of reshoots, man. And by the time you watch it, which I enjoyed the movie, but by the time you watch it, you could see, man, there's like things aren't kind of making sense, and we're cutting away and going to, it was just
bro, there's
choppy.
one scene for 5 minutes
Yeah.
where it looks like it's shot on an iPhone and he's
Yeah.
driving the car from a front view and he's still talking. And then it goes to Falcon and
Yeah.
he's like, he has like the dynamic cut screen that's moving. And then it goes back to him and he's like this from the same angle, but he's just filling plot. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
he did this, this, and this. It's like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then they added Giancarlo, I think that's his name, or
Yeah.
and
Added
replaced,
him later.
yeah, yeah, but it was that character was supposed to be Seth Rollins. They filmed Seth Rollins, and he was supposed to be. It was supposed to be better. You could tell that the first scene was shot,
Yeah.
and then the second scene they shot after. You know, and then because the vibes change. You
You
know,
you
like
can
the
feel it. You can sense it when you're in a theater, like, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. And
and
so I felt
then
bad because I think it could have been a lot better than it was. But I don't know why they did so many reshoots. I'm not sure all the reasons, but yeah, it messed it up.
Act One, Red Hulk should have been revealed if you're gonna make all the toys and do everything. He should have been running around the city for fucking
Like
three
a
things,
minute, man. That's it.
and he's the whole trailer, and
Yeah.
then and then lazy. I'm gonna say. I love you, Marvel. The like he's glowing purple for
Yeah.
Wakanda. Like, come on, bro. He should be glowing blue. He should be glowing red. They're just a simple little twitch, and then they're like, then they give you a 4'11" girl and go, she's a widow, and she could
Yeah.
just throw guys through walls, bro. I could pick her up and spine buster her. You know
She
what I
is
mean? Like,
tiny, tiny, tiny. Yeah.
yeah,
No,
really
those are the
tiny. Like, give
things
me.
that they keep making those same type of mistakes. You're like, guys, these are easy things to fix to get fans happy and excited because you're alienating the fans that you need to be there while trying to grab, new people to watch it. And if you alienate your base, you're not going to make it up with newer people, man. You have to have your base and newer people, and they keep doing things that alienate the fan base, and it just drives me.
Harrison Ford's like, she's good. She can come in. I'm like,
Yeah, what?
who? I've read like, and then I'm not even like a diehard Marvel like that with all the lore. And it's like I clearly know she was never in a comic book a day in her life, and just to say she's a widow is fucking nuts,
Yeah,
bro. Like it's like just saying like what they kind of did. I didn't watch Thunderbolts. Like the whole team super soldiers. You know, it's like give me guys that shoot lasers out of their eyes. Give me guys that can walk through walls. Like give me. I can go watch John Wick. You know,
yeah,
John Wick is this like, and that's the
that's my
extreme.
jam, bro. I love
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Wick.
yeah. I was watching the beginning of four
I can't
the
wait
other
for
day.
Ballerina coming
Yeah.
out too, man, because I didn't realize that Keanu is going to be in it as much as he is. So when you watch the trailer, probably
I don't
half.
like trailers though. They might be lying to us, dude.
But I mean, he's in the trailer a lot, so I'm like, dude, he's in it a lot more than I thought. I didn't even know he was going to be in the movie, to be quite honest, until I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, damn, this is awesome. And we're hearing that he's coming back for another John Wick movie.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna show him shot and then he like wakes
yeah,
up, you
exactly.
know.
It gets to be that way.
Yeah, yeah. One more. Yeah, I personally really enjoy those movies. I think it's like the same vibe as like a Mission Impossible. Like you
Yeah.
need those types of movies out there.
It's
But it
escapism, right? It's not like it's super in depth. You're not going to walk away and go, wow, I was emotionally touched by that. You're like, dude, he killed so many people. It was dope, man. Like
yeah, yeah. And it was
on
like
the
he said
last movie
like
when he's going up the
65 words.
stairs and he's just killing anybody in there. It's so ridiculous, but I love it, man. That's what's so fun about it.
He has the jacket. He's like holding the jacket
Yeah,
up. Like, that's awesome. And
I
he's a
love
great
it.
person. He was at
Yes.
Terrificon too.
Yeah.
I know they're doing something with Berserker.
Yeah.
And Ron is an extremely nice guy.
I just got
Um,
my McFarlane Berserker character too, man. Comes with so many cool goodies, bro. It's awesome, man. It's dope,
you gotta
man.
get that
Now I
signed
gotta
if
get my
you
figures, bro. I need my figures. So I was
yeah, I
super
can tell. You
about
see, you have a couple behind you.
I have a couple. I have a couple, but yeah, man, I got more over here, back here. It's just insane, bro. My wife's like, dude, you need to chill. because nothing's coming out of that room. So you better keep putting shelving up because none of that crap's coming out here. I'm like, all right.
Slowly trickles into the living room.
Dude, I have stuff. So I live in a two-story, and above there's like three rooms, and there's like a loft. Stuff is trickling over there because I can't fit it anywhere, man. Because I'm a big UFC fan too, man. So I got all my UFC characters too. Because he took over. He has the rights to UFC, so he's been making figures for them as well. So it's cool, man. I'm all
Yeah,
in.
I saw them at he debuted at New York Comic Con. I saw them live.
Yeah, like here. Justin Gagey.
Yeah.
I love Gagey, bro. Legend, bro. I was so sad when he got knocked out, but so excited at the same time with Max Holloway. You watch UFC, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
big UFC
I was
guy.
like, I
I used
wanted
to
to
gamble the
cry, but
most
I
on
was so
them.
excited at the same time because I love them both. Like, you can't hate either of those guys if you love UFC, man. They're just warriors, bro.
Yeah, the only guy I'm really looking forward to watching is Ilia Topuria is the only
Yeah.
one that's really catching my eye now because he's just the fucking savage.
He
And
is, and I
then
didn't see that in him before, and then all of a sudden, like a switch, like he's unbeatable right now, man. He's insane good.
like Marab Sugashan, like it's like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see, like I feel you. Like, do I want to spend $80 to see Marab dog this boy for 5 rounds? Like,
I
people
know.
people don't understand he wrestled an Olympic gold medalist and dogged him.
Yeah.
If he grabs Sean, it's just over for five
Over. It's
rounds. You know,
over.
so
Yeah.
it's just it's
And
not. That's an
he's a dog too, man.
Olympic gold medalist could kill like six people. You know, like a 1v5, he's winning,
Yeah.
and this guy was getting literally he was like holding him, walking him around the fucking octagon. That's the scariest motherfucker ever.
Yeah, I mean, Sean is a boxer, right? I mean, that's where his skill set is in kicking. But you get grabbed, man, you're pretty skinny, bro. You're not gonna have much of a chance, and that's the problem.
Well,
Is Sean needs to have distance, and once he that distance is closed, it's over. Because once you get to the ground, man, you're not gonna beat him. You're just not.
and they say he's sober now. He doesn't do this. He's not a cuck anymore. But it's all a bunch of stuff.
We'll see. I'm really feeling bad for Aspinall, man. I would love to see him and John Jones. I do think Aspinall, I think if he doesn't get a chance at John Jones, I do think John Jones can lose to Aspinall.
But of course, he's 39 years old, and
Dude,
the thing is
still
like,
his last fight, saw what he did to what's his name from
yeah, but
France.
there's levels. There's
There
just
is
levels
levels,
to
but
it.
dude, it wasn't even close, man. Cyril Gahn. It was,
Yeah.
dude, it was like a 40-second fight, man. No one saw that coming, man, because Cyril Gahn is a big dude,
Nah,
man.
I knew he was gonna murder him. I bet
I
money
knew
on it.
he'd win, but I didn't think he'd win like
Yeah.
that, bro. It was like nothing.
Like, like, you got to think of it like this. He's gonna get 5 million for that fight,
Yeah.
and it's gonna do permanent brain damage for him for the rest of his life. And
I don't think
he
he's
has
gonna
the
fight.
50,
He'll
he's a
give up the
50%
belt.
chance of losing, or he can go fight Logan Paul in 2 years and
Yeah.
make 30 million
Yeah,
and
exactly.
do like a crazy event. I'd rather get the 30 million and fight the WWE wrestler than get fucking killed by a guy that could punch through a truck.
But the Pauls don't lose though. That's the problem. John Jones won't get into something where he ends up losing. I don't care how much you pay him. He's just too arrogant. It's not going to happen, man. And
Yeah, but it's different when you can tell Mike Tyson wasn't swinging once he
he
got
was
that 30
pulling
million
punches,
deposited
man.
in.
That's what I mean. He was pulling punches. I just don't see John Jones just watching him for so many years. I don't think he goes into a fight going 30 million, I'll lose. He's like 30 million, we're at least gonna have a draw, man. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, man.
Yeah. I could see it. I could see them doing like because Logan Paul is TKO, so I could see them doing something and
Yeah.
just be like, hey, boxing, or something. Because John Jones is the GOAT. So
He is, man.
John Jones is the greatest of all time.
I mean, obviously he is, but he's pretty annoying sometimes for me, man. I mean, I love watching him fight, but what has it been over a year now, year and a half?
Yeah. It's like
He's
Now Conor
destroying
McGregor's
another.
thrilled to fight Michael Chandler.
He's robbing Aspinall's prime, man. This is his prime right now, so he needs to give up the belt or fight. And if he's not gonna fight, give up the belt, man. Go do your thing. You could, like you said, you can make a ton of money doing a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, and last thing too, Street Fighter Akuma Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
I
I
think
saw
that's
that.
cool. I'm
Yeah, that's
excited for
pretty
Street
cool.
Fighter.
Yeah, I think he'll make a good one, man. I think it looks right.
And I think it's Taka, what's his name? Is Jason Momoa. He's gonna be
Yeah.
the Green Monster. with the orange hair. That's cool. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why the Street Fighter movie didn't work because
Yeah.
and same and even Dragon Ball Z, it's like they just call it the IP and just make their own thing. Like if you do something that looks like that fucking video game and
Yeah.
have a bunch of wrestlers, UFC fighters, and actors in it, people are gonna go see that shit. Like I think it came out today. Karate Kid's gonna be a fucking banger for
Oh,
people.
it
I
did
think
come out today. It looks like it might be one of the best ones. I mean, it looks good,
yeah.
man.
He's like in the air fucking kicking and shit.
And
Like
that
go
kid
crazy.
that's playing the kid in that movie, if you
Yeah.
watch him in real life, dude, he's like a third or fourth degree black, but he's like a legit fighter, man. So
Yeah, that's what I
it's gonna be
mean.
awesome,
I'm excited.
man. I'm excited too, man. I'm excited too, bro. Well, you're gonna have to come on, man, and do one of these interviews with me again, man. I got a lot of people coming up, bro.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm we'll talk after and you tell me who's on because you got
All
the
right.
you be getting everyone's you and my buddy John Lombox, you guys have been hitting some bangers. He just realized he got Ramita, you know? So like it's good that everyone's like it's good that I see and I feel like that was like the big wake up call with how the election went with stuff that people know they need to be on these fucking podcasts and we need to be
Yeah.
talking about this shit 24/7 because now I'm starting to see
Hmm.
a lot more people doing podcasts because the only person that was really doing it prior was like that was big was like Todd and
Yeah.
Scott and Rob has his own thing, so it's like it's
Yeah,
good to
Rob
see
doesn't do
everyone.
very many podcasts, but he has his own thing, so he's constantly in front of you. But Todd, out of all the creators, man, Todd, Jimmy, those guys have always been very available, man. Like Todd just gets so many requests that when you request, you're like one of 1,000 people trying to get Todd on, so it's really hard. But Jimmy is just I freaking love him because he's just yeah, what day? Let's do it. I still haven't got Amanda on, so I want a Jimmy Amanda one because Amanda is a pretty insane artist herself. So I read some article where they're ranking the greatest female artist of all time, and they had her ranked second. I can't remember who they had ranked first, but yeah, I mean her Harley Quinn,
It's an animated style that can be used anywhere.
man,
I
100%.
honestly feel like that's how they made the Harley Quinn cartoon. I feel like that looks like a lot like her art.
100%. I mean, if you read Harley Quinn and you read, over the years, I mean, I think they had the best run from a storytelling standpoint, Jimmy and Amanda, for sure. For sure. Yeah, they're dope, man. I love them. Love them, bro. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, Paul. Always great to see you, brother. Make sure you get over to the Kickstarter. The link is going to be below. We'll make it really easy for you. Yeah, the world of Project Naosis continues to grow and expand, and I'm all in for it, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. Yeah, guys, $5 digital, $10 physical, ships right to your door. We got plenty more shit coming. You want to get the whole catalog? You're gonna have a stack of fucking books that you're gonna love.
You're going to love them, trust me. Thanks, Paul. Take it easy, brother.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.